Two scenarios lie ahead of me. Scenario 3 and Scenario 4. I'll do them in order, starting out with Scenario 3, and then I'll be done with the entirety of the campaign. One would hope this is a reasonably small map, although I don't expect that to be the case. Alright then. Scenario 3, King and Country. Eliminate all the other forces who oppose the rule of Lord Alberon. Gallivant must not die, and I get the choice between basic archery, 3,000 units of gold, or the attack skill. What, literally +1 attack? That's what we're dealing with here? Archery sounds great. Archery is absolutely lovely. If I right-click, I even get the description of what on earth the skill does, precise, in case I had forgotten, which I kinda did. Basic archery increases the damage done by range attacking creatures by 10%. Presumably only when they're attacking at range, right? When they're attacking in melee, that shouldn't matter, or should it? Not that it makes much of a difference. If they are blocked in, they deal half the damage anyway. Although this could possibly mitigate that to some extent. I think I'm going to take archery. It might not end up being the right choice, but then again, I am willing to attempt this multiple times. Let's go with archery and see what transpires. The map is relatively big. It's not the biggest I have seen. This might be manageable. Lord Alberon calls you into his war room. He says, I am glad you have chosen to remain loyal to me, but this war is a terrible one for my kingdom. Already the sorceresses' towns to the northeast have become unsure about their loyalties and will not pledge allegiance to either side. This is hard on our cities, as most of the wood in the land comes from these towns. We will need to recover the sawmills and take their towns by force. I see. Sorceresses' towns, northeast. As I was saying, the sorceresses to the northeast. That makes me wonder whether that's the only opposition we will encounter, although the map certainly allows for the possibility of there being more castles out there. One would presume, one would certainly presume that there will be. Let's check our heroes, shall we? Here we have good old Gallivant, starting out at level 1. Is that the king? That is Lord Alberon, the knight, at level 5. So, all things considered, I should presumably use him for most of my purposes. I should presumably send him out to battle, considering the fact that he starts out at level 5. Although, this is interesting. Wasn't my description? My description explicitly stated that Gallivant must not die. So for all I know, Lord Alberon can perish and nothing bad will happen. Which is intriguing as a prospect. Either way, I would hazard a bet that these are the Knights' castles. If for no other reason than because I see the similarity between them and Knights' towns. For no other reason because I see the similarity between the look of the castle. Yes, and the look of the towns. Can they be upgraded? Yes, in the sense that as long as I have the resources, this can be done. No, in the sense that I don't have the resources right now. But yes, in principle, it is possible. This is our starting castle. We do have a couple of things up and running to begin with. But of course, there's still plenty left to be done. I think I might as well upgrade the archers as my initial course of action. I obviously have quite a few units recruited here already. What do you upgrade at the Freeman's Foundry? I can't quite remember. Do you upgrade the archers? Let's visit it. Offers to convert pikemen and swordsman weapons. He will also convert golems. Got it. Pikemen, swordsmen, and golems. Wait, if we have the Freeman's Foundry right next door, that means that we should basically never upgrade the blacksmith or the armory. We buy the unupgraded versions, upgrade them for free, march out. It's reasonably cheap. It's very cheap, in fact. And furthermore, we might as well therefore upgrade the archery range over here, right now. We don't have to build a statue. The statue is already there. We will upgrade the archers. Pick him up with a load. Yes, and upgrade the remainder of our units, the unupgraded versions, over the Freeman's Foundry. With my secondary hero, I guess, Gallivant, just collecting troops all around. I could hypothetically read the sign, but I don't have the time for that. It's a couple of archers, we'll upgrade them post-haste. Post-haste, I say. But yes, let's go to the foundry. It's a niche building. It's not that useful most of the time. Not that it isn't useful at all. But yeah, let's first visit the stables. You approach the stables, the head groom appears. Gives you a fine looking wall horse. This steed will help you, will help speed you in your travels. Alaska's endurance will wane with a lot of heavy riding, and you must return for a free mount in a week. We also have many fine wall horses which could benefit mounted soldiers, but have none. But you have none we can help. Wait, what? Wall horses which could benefit mounted soldiers. Can also upgrade knights to champions. That was exactly my intuition. I figured, hold on. Does that mean that if I build the jousting arena, I don't need to upgrade it either? Well, apparently yes. The strength of this castle tends to be that it's reasonably cheap. In particular, you don't need any additional resources to recruit the 6th tier of its units, which is incredibly handy. Oliver Swordsman, Pikemen have been upgraded. Alright, let's reshuffle them then. Is this the formation I want? Is it? This'll do. I guess. Alright. This is reasonably nice. We have the availability of upgrades. I certainly look forward to further down the line. We do, however, need the resources to upgrade these piddly little towns to proper castles. What I guess I would like to visit at the very start is this little corner. I would like to have that covered so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Might as well read the sign. Fine, let's have that over with. The Royal Gardens. And in the Royal Gardens, there's the Tree of Knowledge. Might as well visit that, level up, visit the gazebo, and so on. Get all these things covered. From the observation tower, we can see the distant lands. Or the not-so-distant lands. Yes, I am busy imagining as we speak. The map is reasonably big, but it's not as enormous as the previous one. At least that's the impression I get. And at the very least, we are not facing endless seas to navigate via boats we have to get on and off of. So that's a bonus. Alright then. Of course, the problem is that we can't really get wood easily. We need to get to the sawmills, and the sawmills belong to the sorceresses, and the sorceresses are to the northeast. As been stated quite explicitly. We do have some wood over here, presumably randomly spawned. But we should get our hands on that as soon as possible as well. We presumably will basically start out by fighting everything that stands in our way immediately. Do I even collect the peasants? Is there any point whatsoever in collecting them? I mean, we do get these huts. I could put them here. It's not like they would benefit me in any way whatsoever, though. It just seems like a complete waste of time and effort. So fine, let's ignore them for now. Let's just take the archers we can find in the region. Let's visit the Tree of Knowledge. In Eurosport, I know they give you coins, but they don't do so right here. In this game, they are largely useless. I mean, yeah, fighting them can be beneficial if you have, say, ghosts. So if you're fighting as a necromancer, you get plenty of skeletons. But just having them is largely pointless. Now, I understand that in droves, if you had enough of them, then maybe they could do some damage, but no. They are necromancy fodder, as I have just mentioned. But once again, if you are the one using them, they're not going to benefit you all that much. And if they're necromancy fodder, then if your opponents know what they're doing, presumably they're not going to recruit them in the first place, because the only actual use they have, is against the one who wields them. So just don't get them. Either way, I have to bury 2,000 gold to level up. Wait, is it worth it at this stage? That's just a chest's worth of experience. This becomes significantly more impactful further down the line. But then again, further down the line, I will not be coming back here. So yeah, let's level up immediately. Estates, so more income, all leadership and expert. Let's take estates and expert, earn even more gold every single passing turn, make up for what we have spent on this. A pack, lots of gargoyles. I think I have the forces to take that on. How many slots again? That's 20 to 49 from what I recall. Yeah, should be pushovers, especially with the level he's got, with the stats he's got. Does he have any artifacts? No, absolutely none. That's fine. We'll get this little bit covered, get the mine, then get this chest and this little gazebo. Oh, the golems wish to join me. Sure, guys, why not? Maybe I shouldn't have let them join me. Maybe I should have instead gotten these guys on my side. Although I don't think they were willing to yield. Alright, my lord. Onwards. Send your single paladin to fight all those pikemen. That's what you get for rebelling. That's what you get. Archery isn't helping me much. Then again, neither are the golems, but notably, hilariously enough, I can upgrade the golems, and they'll become a smidgen more useful. All part of the plan, I presume. I think that's scripted. If golems spawned just by chance, then I got incredibly lucky. But no, I can take the golems to the Freeman's Foundry, and that's the third unit I can possibly upgrade. Hilarious. Either way, let's clear this. No, let's not clear this out with my primary here. That's just silly. You're giving the idea of the good guy because the other side doesn't get to talk about their version of the events. That is correct. That's absolutely correct. But in this particular campaign, do take into consideration that we have started out with a fork in the road. That is, as far as this very conflict is concerned, we get to pick between two options. We either get to fight on King, what's his name? King Alberon's side, or we get to fight alongside our sister, or sister-in-law or something. So it's not like we do not get both perspectives. We do. For once, we actually do. So, you know, in principle, your statement makes perfect logical sense, but in this particular case, not exactly. Alright, I should presumably just leave the gold to be collected by my secondary hero. It's a waste of the king's time to just go out and collect all of this stuff. Let's wait to see who's right then. Now, you see, that in itself could be presented as a reasonably naive approach to things. My goodness, I can't heal myself. Sincerely hope I can be heard over this. Although I do not know. Because I guess I don't get the audio levels in the same way you do, yes. So I presume it's a lot quieter on your end. But then again, what do I know? 5 decibels quieter, to be precise. But yes, as I was saying, for all we know, no one over here is necessarily particularly right. Of course, I'm not precluding the possibility that someone is. I am not dismissing the idea of objective, you know, right and wrong, good and evil. Offhand, that would be mighty naive of me. Yeah, well, actually, no, it wouldn't be naive, it would be rather, unsophisticated. No, we're going for synonyms now. Pointless. Is there anything I want to get? We're not getting the blacksmith, the armory, or the jousting arena. Or the upgraded jousting arena. We could get the jousting arena, but we can't get it because we don't have the lumber. Similarly, we cannot get the cathedral. Unfortunate. Well, there's basically nothing to get then. Except for the forces I have neglected to recruit. Yeah, those would have made a fine addition to my army. Well then, mistakes were made. Alright. Let's upgrade these guys. How have I not handed them off immediately? Oh dear, oh dear. I am certainly underperforming from the very get-go, but that's okay. Is it okay, though? Let's wait until the next day. Recruit all the units and then send them off to the king. I could hypothetically get the gold, but no, let's level up the king. Logistics or Eagle Eye? Logistics, perfect. I mean, considering that the Eagle Eye is considered the worst possible thing you can get and logistics is considered the best thing you can get, I think the choice is reasonably clear. Should I go through all of these resources, dear oh dear? No. Let's just take this, get logistics on advanced, and proceed to... What? Get the chest? How do we get here? Do we go south? I do not know. In that case, let's defeat the skeletons, receive reinforcements, and find out then. Alright then, let's get these guys, and now it's time for upgrades. Have I left anything in the castle? Only the peasants, fair enough, then we do not need them. Upgrades have been acquired. Let's defeat the zombies. I'm sorry, the mutant zombies, of course. So far I've only lost a single ranger, which is unfortunate though acceptable. First time they've seen the king giving them money. Well, considering how much of a habit I've made... Wait, considering the previous mission, but then again I wasn't the king then. But of course, they receive that money, and what do? They teach him about logistics. Brilliant. Let's attack the biggest stack. And now it's just clean up. No, it's just clean up every single time. Why would sharing the money give him experience? Well, that is indeed a very good point. But as we have established, certain things over here are just contrived. Alright, I am taking the golems off of his hands, I will upgrade them, and I am handing him a fresh batch of reinforcements. Yeah, by the way, aren't we stuck with this explanation for the rest of the series? Because you do get chests, and I think you do get the two options, and I think they are justified in the exact same way, all the way. In every single installment. But then again, there are so many opportunities to gain experience. Hey, you visit a gazebo, experience galore. You open a chest, experience. Here's a tree, experience. You killed a couple of wolves, experience. I visited a gazebo, talked to a guy, now I feel lucky. And believe it or not, I actually am lucky. I don't know how that works. You might as well try to explain to me how exactly luck is supposed to be a skill and how you are supposed to learn it. The gazebo is a veteran knight, yes, and he taught me how to be lucky. Sure. Unless this is some Harvey Dent level stuff. I make my own luck. Oh no, this is a dead end. How unfortunate. Can wisdom be learned? That's a good point as well. But you know, the more I think about it, of all the skills in existence, at least in this game, teaching someone luck is the most ridiculous of notions. Everything else you can kinda justify, but luck makes no sense. Because for most things you could argue, look, you just either have it in you or you don't. You can kinda practice it. Eagle Eye makes sense. Okay, I will teach you how to pay close enough attention to what these people are doing so you can learn the spells. Fair enough. Oh, mysticism, I will teach you how to regenerate mana faster. Fair enough. How do you teach someone to be lucky? Down they go, I've lost some rangers, which is of course unfortunate, but as we have firmly established years ago, acceptable losses. Professional coaching, in what? Luck? But yeah, maybe it effectively is therapy. Maybe it's not actually a matter of luck. Maybe you can make your own luck. Maybe it is a matter of proper attitude. And you can accomplish all so many things. Maybe it's just, you know, therapy. Yes, represented by dice, apparently, as a symbol. I mean, once again, it's so many degrees removed anyway, because what does luck even do? It makes your units deal more damage randomly. It's not even you. Yeah, it doubles the damage, indeed, from time to time. Like, how exactly does that relate to your luck and is a skill that can be taught? I'm still fine with it, though. Alright, now, our Lord and Savior Galavant is supposed to march around, gather all of this up. Meanwhile, our actual Lord, Alberon, I presume, is just supposed to slay all of this. Same old song. The Pycon wish to join me. Hell yeah! And I'll even upgrade them. This is great! Look at him! He doesn't even have any diplomacy. Wait a minute, maybe I should have collected the wood. Maybe I was a smidgen too hasty. Maybe I chose some magic rituals to make luck fall on your side. I don't know. I just don't. Do I recruit a third hero to collect all of this stuff faster? There's not that much of it. Unfortunately. So I don't think I actually need a third hero. Yes, there's a bit to collect here, but I'll get done with it very quickly. Before the third hero really becomes particularly useful. That's the problem. I could recruit one far away to scout out the area there. Augury is the term you're looking for, I believe. Augury. I guess you could say divination. I'm not sure if there's a particular distinction in these techniques and as far as particular names used to describe them, but yeah, augury is the term I would use. Yes, it's all ogre. A-U-G-E-R. Have I bitten off more than I can chew? We are about to find out. Nope, that's one dead ranger. We should be fine. That's more dead rangers. I'm less fine with this. Oh, you're going to regret this severely once I get close enough. Which I will. Very soon. Oh! Alright, they get lucky. Do they slay them? Of course they do. 9 rangers lost. Perfectly acceptable because we need to be swift. Attack, defense, or spell power? Attack! Yep, he's got 4 points of attack, 7 points of defense. A whopping 7 points of defense. He does need attack. Oh, look at our chest. More experience. Diplomacy or scouting? He seems to be doing particularly well with no diplomacy to speak of. Do I seriously want scouting instead? Is that what we're doing? It's a reasonably big map. And there's a decent chunk of exploring ahead of us. So I guess we might as well? I don't know. I think we'll go with scouting. Let's do just that. And I can see the observation tower right there. Let's visit it post-haste, right after we defeat the steel. Ooh, we could try to absorb them. Take them into our fold. We don't have free slots on this guy. We would need to upgrade people first. Very well then. It's about to be next week anyway. Might as well go over there and upgrade. Alright, this guy has unupgraded golems. He's lugging them around. He hasn't upgraded them. But then again, soon enough, I'll have to recruit more units, for which I will need gold. So should I really actually recruit another hero? For 2.5k gold, just to be able to do these things faster. Yeah, I think I should. Let's do just that. Oh, goodness, he's got peasants exclusively. Let's get rid of these peasants. Leave him just a single one. Then take the golems off of our secondary heroes' hands. Exchange them for peasants. Oh, goodness. No, leaving a single upgraded golem isn't gonna help matters. Oh, dear. He needs something better. Anything, basically. Rather than these stupid golems or the peasants. They're both incredibly, unbearably slow. Alright, let's send the king over here to get the upgrades on his units. Veteran pikemen. Glorious, all according to plan. Yeah, and all things considered, he should just be on his way, I think. Or, instead of going east, I could just venture through here, visit the fort, and so on. Not the worst of ideas. Let's do it this way. It's the week of the royal mummy. Any royal mummies nearby? No? Excellent. Alright, let's send Maximus over here to upgrade the golems into steel golems. Then we'll get the archers from here and there, upgrade them to rangers. Recruit everything in the castle, upgrade these guys here and there. Then and only then shall we actually approach the king. Or I could hand him the golems right here, right now. Not the worst of ideas. Chests that he hasn't swiped up, oh dear. Well, do I send the king back? What about this stuff? This is also pretty neat. And we should also get our hands on this. But then again... Alright, fine, we're heading south first. Whatever, I want to clear this out as quickly as humanly possible. Might as well get a handle on the situation as... yeah. As quickly as possible, as I've just said. Archers. More archers. Collect resources, only leave the chests for your liege. Oh, look, lumber. How quaint. Can we actually get the jousting arena? Yes, we can. Well, that leaves me in an interesting predicament, doesn't it? Yes, do I pick the silly little golems over... Well, not just cavaliers, I guess they will be champions. Once I bring them to the stables. How many steel golems is that? The low tier, they're just tier 3, so it doesn't seem worth it. And there's not that many of them, is there? There's 13. Yeah, it's not worth it. Especially since they're from another town entirely. So this entire... Yeah, this entire operation is completely pointless. Also, Galavant needs to switch to... Okay, I know, I'll give Galavant the silly little golems. The upgraded golems, I mean. That's significantly more convenient than to have him forced to lug around peasants, which slow him down severely. Let's do just that. Chest 1, chest... Oh! We get the giant flail of Dominion, which is attack +1. It's not that great, I guess, but it's... this is an artifact. Better to have it than not have it. Let's get ballistics unadvanced and proceed all the way north. Anything else? Did we actually get that jousting arenas? We did. Never mind. We got it a while back. Well, last turn, I believe. What else? What else? What else? We can go and flag this. I guess I want him to get the chest, so I might as well send him there. Yeesh. Get over here, upgrade all the collected archers, quite a few of them. Get the ones from here. Do not just recruit everything, because then I'll also get the sort of units I'm not particularly interested in. Since we cannot get the paladins, that's not a big deal that we have these silly little golems over here, because we have the free slot. What else then? What else? What else? What else, if anything? That's all we want from here. Further down the line, we go... here to upgrade these 2 units, the stables to upgrade the champions to paladins, I believe. Yep, that's about it. Alright, Gallivant over here. Hand him over, I don't know, half the golems or something. Dismiss the single peasant. He'll be happier this way. Right, now Gallivant should have... he will eventually have more movement points further down the line. Maximus can go on here and upgrade... Yes. And upgrade the champions to paladins. Well, not to paladins. Well, what are they called then? Oh, they're called champions. As opposed to cavaliers. There we go. Cavaliers to champions. We can send him all the way south and perform a little swap. Give the champions to the king and hand basically everything else over to him as well. With the notable exception, of course, of the silly little golems. No! Damn it! It automatically switches to the guy. Well then. And what do I do with my remaining heroes? They're boxed in, they have absolutely nowhere to go, no places to periodically visit. I guess I can hypothetically give them better stats, though that's not necessarily going to come in handy. I guess they can possibly pick up the peasants, though that's particularly pointless. It's particularly pointless picking up of peasants. Pathfinding or scouting? Pathfinding? Oh, and of course there are resources over here to collect, so I might as well do that, huh? What do we need to get the cathedral? Crystals, and plenty of them. 18. We have the lumber, surprisingly enough. Alright. Here's little Maximus. Picking up resources, flagging mines, and so forth. Look at him go, once he's no longer weighed down by those pesky little slow units. Yeah, speaking of which, might as well pick up the peasants and slow down Gallivant. For no good reason whatsoever. Fine, I'll have the king pick up resources. He's already here anyway. And then we're heading east. Might as well, since we're already here. Has he visited the fort? Yes, he has, thank goodness. Reinforcements should be underway soon enough. It's a new week, the week of the squirrel. Pick up the archers, visit the castle, yada yada yada, same thing as always. We'll pick up the remainder of the archers with Maximus, do the old conga line. Leave the peasants over here, I have no idea why I picked them up in the first place. It's reasonably pointless. What do we have here? These guys, those, and of course those. Excellent. Everything except for the peasants goes over here. We are keeping the steel golems because we don't want to lug around unnecessarily all of those, I don't know, peasants or anything. Because we need another unit to keep, and we don't want to just keep one unit from a stack we'll be handing off for whatever reason. Okay, we will visit this and get a couple more archers, doesn't really matter. Let's attack the golems, and they do wish to fight. Although we couldn't have recruited them to begin with because we have all the stacks filled. As it currently stands, because we cannot recruit any crusaders quite yet. Not quite yet, I'm afraid. We go forward because, once again, charging is not implemented in any capacity in this game, so the number of hexes traveled does not impact the damage dealt by the champions. One stack down. 4 more to go. That is unfortunately very few champions. And that is a single paladin, so he's not going to be able to do much either. Not to mention the fact that the upgraded golems have a lot of defense. They don't do much damage, but my goodness are they sturdy. Thankfully, we have overwhelming forces, so we can and will take care of them sooner or later. And we'll take care of them sooner rather than later. Yeah, I was blocking the way, but it doesn't matter. A single champion has perished, that is acceptable. Logistics on expert modern makes up for all of this. Let's make haste. We visit the observation tower, reveal the territory, and as you can see, there's several red dragons in the area. They're not invincible, though they are reasonably powerful. And since I've opened this place up, I can now send my secondary of the heroes over here periodically to visit the windmills and the water wheels to gather resources. I guess I can also visit the towns. Now, in those towns, I can largely just recruit archers, then I'll painstakingly have to... Wait, hold on. Oh, no. I've had the resources for a while now, but yes, of course. Since I do have the lumber, I might as well upgrade these places to castles, post-haste. I almost have enough lumber to upgrade the other castle. Well, better late than never, I guess. Upgrade these guys and hand off reinforcements to the king. That is certainly an improvement. There we go. And now I guess Gallivant can, head back and collect reinforcements. Let's see if Maximus here collecting reinforcements, and let's have Gallivant visit windmills and water wheels. Guess that's not something to be particularly proud of, but someone has to do it. The usual tedious, busy work of being a hero in this kingdom, yes. Visiting windmills. How glorious. Get the blacksmith, we need the well and the thatched hut. We have the thatched hut, we don't have the well, but first we'll get the statue to get more gold. We do want more gold. But do we send the king to visit a windmill? I guess we could visit the stables. We could have him learn us. Does he even have a magic? No, he doesn't have a spellbook. It's pathetic. And then again, I haven't gotten a single mage guild, so that's understandable. But visiting a shrine is pointless. Alright, let's have him visit the stables and then move over here, I guess. We are not going to fight dragons right off the bat. That would be kinda pointless. Fine, since he's already going this way. Anyway, might as well have the king himself visit the windmill. Presumably surprising the miller severely. Alright, we go over here, upgrade the archers to rangers. Anything else? No. Might as well position this guy to pick up the archers as soon as next week hits. As far as the king is concerned, visit the gazebo. No point in drinking from the well. He can't cast spells anyway because he doesn't have any. He doesn't even have a spellbook. Attacking griffins, picking up resources. The usual. The works. Since they always retaliate, I guess I could take quite a few of them down. And I guess I will ultimately get attacked by basically all of them. Might as well walk into a corner and not attack them. Let's not. Let's try to keep the archers as safe as possible. Oh, now my pikemen are getting attacked from all sorts of angles. That is a curious decision indeed. They get lucky, they deal double the damage, and that suggests that I should have attacked a different stack. Shouldn't have relied on the estimates. Just help my poor little rangers block a spot next to them so other griffins can't possibly get to them, and you slay these griffins. Down they go. Oh, and we get to stab griffins twice with the pikemen. Glorious. 60 pikemen do get the job done. And quickly, too. I just need one more unit of lumber. I don't think I'm ready to trade resources for that, though. That would be a smidgen too expensive. But if I can collect it anywhere, that's going to be awesome. Ooh, a genie lamp. That means I can conceivably recruit genies, although I would need a free slot. Which will, of course, be mighty helpful. Yes, mighty helpful indeed. Although I'd have to ditch something, and it's not like I'm prepared to ditch the rangers. What do I ditch? The single crusader? We get 1k gold, and that's about it. Thankfully, these do get marked at the very least. At the very least here. When using the alternative engine, presumably in the base game, that's not something that happens. We wreck the well and therefore unlock additional buildings further down the line. Maximus over here should get ready to pick up new archers as they pop out, which leaves our poor unfortunate king to collect all of this stuff and flag them mine. I'm not sure I'm okay with that, but then again, what am I supposed to do? Recruit additional heroes, or possibly just clear the path over here by slaying the war trolls? Wouldn't be the worst of ideas, but then again, that would slow us down as well, wouldn't it? We couldn't get the artifacts, the chests, might as well have him collect all of this stuff and then take care of the trolls afterwards. Ballistics or ballistics an expert, please. Give me a bit of courage, which increases morale even further. Do you wish to rub the lamp? Yes! You are unable to recruit at this time, your ranks have full. I know. We got the Serenity Pendant, which of course makes my troops immune to Berserk. Doesn't mean all that much to me at this particular stage. Not that many people out there know Berserk. Not that there's that many spellcasters. Okay, we're done with this town. Well, this city. But let's of course continue. I will have to down the line upgrade the archery range. We'll get on with that. I will avoid upgrading the dwellings I can avoid upgrading. For obvious reasons. There's no point in paying for upgraded units if I can just get unupgraded units and then upgrade them along the way. Alright then, everything has been collected over here. I could hypothetically trade for resources just to get that second castle, and at this stage it sounds mildly tempting to do so. What do we have over here? Can I get the odd menu? No, I need a tavern and a thatched hut. Let's get the tavern then. There we go, here's the tavern. The barkeep says the truth is out there. Yeah, I would say that we also ought to trust no one, but what do I know? Let's get ready to visit the water wheels and the windmills as soon as the next week hits. Then there's also the reinforcements, but whatever. Right, what do I trade for that single unit of... Oh no, it's not a single unit anymore now, is it? Because I've just started building stuff in my second castle. So it's not that simple. I could hypothetically trade away my all in order to get some wood. Yes, and it would be valuable, wouldn't it? I would be left with 25 units of all. It's not... yeah, it's not stone. It's not. I didn't refer to it as stone. Whatever. I would be left with enough, and I would have enough in terms of lumber in order to be able to upgrade another thing to a castle. Now, I possibly will not be able to get another building in the castle I have, but I guess the surge in gold will more than make up for this. Fine, let's do this. We are getting the wood. Wait, what? Oh, right, of course, this is the gift button, this is the trade button. Confused me for the briefest of bits. Fine, we are trading this away. And of course, right here, in Vertigo, we're getting a brand spanking new castle. Magnificent. Which of course we will have to furnish with statues and other such things. Look at all the all we are gathering. Let's check the kingdom overview screen. 3 all mines. Delightful. Do we want to fight the rocks for experience? Yeah, might as well. Whatever losses we incur will be worth the experience we gather, I guess. Look at them, they're so puny. So weak and helpless. Only one will be able to attack a ranger, which is fine. Bah. Alright, the rangers have perished. Big whoop. Wait, can we actually... No, we cannot cross because we don't have the password for the brown barrier. Not quite yet. We cannot cross here because we don't have the password for the aqua barrier either. We are getting boxed in by barriers reasonably soon, which is a good sign. That means we are exploring the boundaries of our territory, as we ought to. Right, anything I can get over here? Anything at all? No, this might... No, this is the secondary castle. No, it's not. This is the primary castle. Is it? Oh my goodness, the ordering of these castles is interesting. Okay, so this is the castle in spot number 1. This is the one in spot number 2, which is the primary castle. And this is the tertiary castle. They get probably ordered, well, castles first, town second. But other than that, presumably up to down, left to right. Quite possibly. But yes, I've already built here, so can't build here again this turn. It's a brand new week, the week of swordsmen. There will be plenty of them to recruit. Wonderful. Alright, let's visit the water wheel first. Next stop, the windmill. Then we'll stop over here, recruit units. You know the drill. Get the archers here, get the archers there, get the units there, upgrade them, and possibly just cart them off to Burton to be then delivered by Gallivant. Yes, I'm already establishing the little conga line that we will use further down the line. A pack of crusaders. How many is a pack? How many is a pack? Lots is below horde. Lots is 20 to 49. So a pack should be above several. Few several packs. So that's going to be between 10 and 19. I should be able to take them on. I absolutely should be able to take them on. I mean, come on, I get it, I get it. It's the final tier of units, but come on, look at this army, look at the pikemen I have. Obviously, I should be able to take them on and take them down. Traitors! Not without losses, though. Not without losses, necessarily. But then again, the losses, as we have firmly established, are acceptable from time to time. My rangers! Oh no! Acceptable losses, acceptable losses! Down they go. Okay. I mean, 8 rangers and a single champion. It's perfectly fine. And we reveal the distant lands. These are distant lands. What do we have here? A pack of phoenixes. They're significantly more sturdy and dangerous. And they're so much faster. Yes, there's also plenty of artifacts. There's a veritable maze ahead of us over here to the north, ending in a Xanadu. Sounds like a delightful place to visit. There's this little place we can make an excursion to collect the chest, get the experience, and get the defense. Although there are lots of champions awaiting us. Several bone dragons block our path to the north. Well, this bit is only blocked by lots of ogre lords. Now, ogre lords are nothing to sneer at. They are quite mighty. Can't get over here to the gold mine because I haven't crossed this barrier. I don't see any tents in the region either. Though that doesn't mean there aren't any. It just means that I don't see them. I don't think they're there. Right, any other points of interest? Anything else? It's a nice little lake. Nestled over here in this silly little valley, whatever this is. Some archers live over here. This is the shrine of the first circle. Some peasants. Nothing particularly interesting. There's the Heart of the Magi, which might reveal something of note, something of interest to me. But other than that, we are boxed in by tier 6 units. The red dragons over here, phoenixes there, bone dragons here. We will not be able to proceed unless we have a force mighty enough to take them on. Which we will reasonably soon enough. But I would prefer to receive some reinforcements before taking the might of all of these forces on. Yeah, that's the end of the sentence. Don't know why I left it dangling like that. Now, obviously, I don't have the lumber to get further structures, which is a shame, but it is also a fact. Which means that if I want my archers upgraded, I'll have to lug them all the way over here. Ugh. But then again, I do want as many archers as I can possibly get my hands on, especially since I have explicitly and specifically, out of my own free will, decided to get archery. For my king, right? For my king or for Gallivant? Oh no, for my king, yes. So he's got archery on basic. Well, since that is the case, yeah, I might as well invest a decent bit into the archers and rangers. Otherwise, it's going to be a complete and utter waste, is it not? Right, let's visit this. Get some gems. We're setting this guy over here. This guy gets the remaining archers. There are also archers to be collected there, archers to be collected here, to be upgraded there. Fine. The king will get the crystals, and then he will clear out the trolls. Might as well. Might as well have him do something rather than just sit there. Just waiting for reinforcements. Completely pointless. I could also hypothetically acquire the genies. Recruiting them isn't the worst of ideas. In fact, it's a pretty good idea. That's a high tier unit with a nasty effect. Alright, we go over here and recruit what we can recruit. In particular, those little archers that we will then have to upgrade. Then we get the pikemen, and that's about it. We take those guys, we ignore these archers because that's too far away, and we immediately go off to upgrade what we have found. Meanwhile, Maximus, having collected archers from both of these huts, will head over here. No, these are the upgraded ones. We'll upgrade the unupgraded ones, and then we'll recruit the unupgraded units from remaining dwellings, and do what you can expect. That is, he will just take... Oh, sorry. The regular rangers from this place will also be recruited, and now we will upgrade what we can upgrade. Well, we can upgrade them. That's it. All the units upgraded, with the notable exception of the units from over here, which we will deliver to Maximus soon enough. Alright, now let's have His Majesty attack the wall trolls, receive reinforcements, and after he does that, I will be at a crossroads, and I'll have to make my mind up as far as whether I want to go north or east. I should presumably visit the Heart of the Magi. Make my mind up then. That's quite a few wall trolls we have here. Haha, but I can block them, at least some of them. Oh boy. Well, if that kills my paladins, that'll make things easier for me. I'll have a free slot. They'll not be able to fill anytime soon, so I might as well get the genies. Oh, my precious rangers. Down go the paladins. The pikemen unfortunately cannot reach the target. I take that back. The pikemen absolutely can and will reach the intended target. Oh, great. The terrain is making it difficult for me, but ultimately all of this was acceptable. That's a decent chunk of experience. Single paladin lost alongside 25 rangers, and we get pathfinding because the alternative is Eagle Eye, of all things. Let's get those precious reinforcements and leave Gallivant hanging, I'm afraid. Ha! Alright. Rangers go here. Champions. And these guys. Voila. Maximus will return to his spot. Gallivant, I guess, will hand off what he has. Oh, that's the king. Hold on. Gallivant. Yes, will hand off what he has. Yeah. And the king will venture well. We still have the city Heart of the Magi to visit, and we obviously have to clear out the Archer's Heart over here. We have to take all the units from there, upgrade them, and eventually hand them off to the Monarch. Well, you know, I could preemptively make my mind up as far as where I want to go. Well, if anything, I could refuse to make my mind up of all the things, and I could just slay the Ogre Lords and then the Magi to collect resources over here. It's not a lot of stuff, but it's enough of a distraction to give me time to think. Alright. Sending everyone to the destinations. Well, all things considered, I might as well save Galvan some time, send Maximus over here to pick up the units, and be done with matters that way. Right, Maximus will pick up the unupgraded archers, and the upgraded pikemen will go over here, upgrade the pikemen, go over to the castle, upgrade the archers. Meanwhile, Gallivant is going to, these have already been visited, he is going to visit the Heart of the Magi. This has been visited, this hasn't been visited. He's also going to visit the windmill. It's day 5. The ogres wish to join me, but I wanted to get the genies. Everyone just wants to join me. Who cares about the play? 32 ogre lords have just joined me. Awesome. Just like that. Will the Archmagi wish to join me? Or Arch, I guess. No! Well then. You may as well, you know, join the rebellion in death. Ow. 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 And ow. Of all the things, of course, the losses in Rangers hurt the most, because I got that precious archery skill. And it's the only ranged unit I have. Ow. "12 lost. But that's okay, experience has been gained, and experience is precious, isn't it? Alright, that's about all the resources. Might as well get some luck in the next battle. And what do we take on? Several bone dragons, a pack of phoenixes, or several red dragons. I think the weakest thing are the bone dragons. Now I know, they're kind of respectable and all that, but seriously, the bone dragons. What are they gonna do? These guys haven't upgraded, the archers haven't, so let's get them. Anything else that we have here? No, it's day 6. That is about it. I would love to hand that off to the Monarch, but unfortunately he is far away. So let's instead prepare the next batch of reinforcements, as Gallivant, yeah, is on his merry way to the Heart of the Magi. This will take a while. And I don't have the lumber to get, oh, I don't know, much of anything, unfortunately. Show me, little Magi. You enter a rickety hut and talk to the magician who lives there. He tells you of places near and far which may aid you in your journeys. Talk to me, magician. Oh, I see a snowy field. I see goblins. I see a town over there. I see boots. I see, a sawmill. And I see something else as well. This place. The swamps. Ooh, this has been cleared out, I see. No, it's marked as not visited. Where's the sprite then? Yeah, whatever. Where are my enemies? All the way here? Is that it? Because as far as I can see, as far as I reckon, I'm just going through this map, encountering next to no opposition, and that's it. I'm just capturing towns left and right. Getting bigger and better reinforcements. And I see no enemy movement. Now, previously I chalked that up to the map being reasonably big, but none of these mines are flagged. None of these towns have been captured. What is going on? I mean, I hope it's not that we are dealing with a war of aggression where, these guys will be taken by surprise by our attack. Well, it has been quite explicitly stated that we need access to lumber, and we will therefore attack them, even though they're trying to stay neutral. So I guess that is exactly what is going on. Oh well. Take care of the bone dragons. Wait, isn't this the worst scenario? No, it's almost the worst scenario. There's 8 of them. I see. But we should still be able to take them on reasonably easily. It's just that there's quite a few of them. Okay, let's start out by trying to protect our archers as much as we possibly can by blocking off access to them. There we go, that worked out well enough. Are these new noises they're making? I haven't heard that one before, I think. My goodness, listen to them clank as they move. This is amazing. And they collapse into a pile of bones. Brilliant. Yes, attack my 3 ogres. Oh no, a single ogre lord has perished. Alas. A single pikeman and 2 champions. Absolutely worth it. Let's slay a pack of minotaurs. The minotaurs begin to scatter. I said let's slay a pack of minotaurs. Down they go. I'm not losing any champions quite yet. That's good. Yeah, the swordsman gets lucky. The master swordsman, whatever. No losses. At all. You have captured the mischievous imp who has been terrorizing the region. In exchange for his release, he rewards you with a magical coin, which gives you luck. Which makes a shred of sense, I guess, especially compared to being taught luck. Alright, I guess this is where I will leave things off for now. Progress has been made to a decent extent. Plenty of the map has been revealed, a decent bit has been conquered. Reinforcements have been acquired, plenty of experience has been gathered. Our lord is now level 14. And he will only get more and more experience as time goes on. As well as more and more towns and more and more resources. Although what we need the most is lumber. This has been stated at the very start for now. Thank you so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.